I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. The all-new 2025 Mini Cooper JCW.
With launch control! Oh!
That wasn't that bad.
Oh! That was bad.
It's okay.
Oh, nasty front wheel drive.
Horsepower and torque.
228 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque from a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder.
Boost mode for 10 seconds. Whoa. All right, it's all right. It's what you'd expect out of a Mini Cooper JCW.
So, we now have nearly an additional 50 pound-feet of torque, but the same horsepower. And you definitely notice that extra torque.
We've never driven one of these newer Mini Coopers.
Yo, upshift or something.
We haven't driven one of these newer Mini Coopers. So this is our first experience. So we're gonna experience the weird inside, this circle stuff, this crazy things, missing a gauge cluster, and JCW at the same time. And we got some spicy, accurate takes.
Like the suspension, it's firm.
Unbelievably firm. We are in go-kart mode. We got MDM Sport.
Whoa, go-kart mode, Yuri.
Yeah, the little go-kart. We're gonna do a little rip through Cliche Corner on these Conti Sport Contact 7s.
Whoa, hooking up, Yuri.
This is so much fun through here.
It's definitely a go-kart. Wow.
And I feel like I can get on the power way earlier than I do on other cars through there.
Yeah, this rips through here.
Thank goodness. Yeah, so shout out the Continental recommended tire, the Sport Contact 7. The 6 was my previous favorite tire. This is now my new favorite tire, and it is proven.
It is the OE tire for this vehicle. Shout out.
Shout out. Shout out. All right. It rips.
It does.
That's cool in automatic and sport mode. What if we put it into paddle modes? What's my RPM right now?
You got to look up here on this digital gauge.
What number am I at?
42 chevrons.
Okay, do you know how I get to my actual numbers?
I don't actually. Click the speedo.
Yes.
Okay,
and then I can see it there, which now I have to look to the left instead of straight because I have this little head-up display thing. So there's a lot of weird stuff in this car that I introduced to you for the first time on camera, and let's see Jacob's reactions. Jacob's never seen this JCW before. Never. I want to show him some funny stuff. See that exhaust tip?
I just saw that.
Look underneath.
Oh no. That muffler couldn't be bigger.
Wait, did you see the second tip?
Oh, wow. You gotta be kidding me. Wait,
that's valved. That's how you get your extra sound.
So that's a dump valve. That's kind of cool. Okay, that looks hilarious, but that's kind of cool.
Okay, get into the car.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta unlock it. Apparently proximity doesn't work.
Here we go. Oh yeah, short person position. Here we go. Okay. Okay, big screen animations.
Okay. Turn on. Okay, close the door. Start the car.
Engine.
That's silly, eh?
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
All right, and how do you like your gauge cluster?
It looks cool.
How about your gauge cluster?
I don't have one. It's a Mini.
But what do you see in your head-up display?
A bit of a gauge cluster.
It's like a full head-up display. Can you actually see it?
If I look down awkwardly, yeah, because it's in your position.
Remember it used to be built right there and go move with the steering wheel?
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
No good, man. No good.
A long time ago. All right, what's in here? Anything fun? What else you want to show me? Experiences?
Experiences.
What is that? Core? Green?
Okay, really... go to the beige one and leave it.
Beige one, eh? Timeless.
Timeless.
So I assume this should be like a... That is good.
Would you like to listen to that exhaust from the outside?
Yes!
Now from the inside.
Okay. Those pops.
Only on the inside.
Those pops are pumped in. They're all fake.
Yeah.
They're all 100% audio.
You can turn off the pumped in audio, but that side pipe to dump like a valve exhaust, it's all kind of silly.
There's no real crackles on the outside.
Nope.
It's cars! 2025, what is this?
You were obviously not bothered by the weird shifter and the start-stop engine thing.
Not in the slightest.
I didn't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm not used to it. I keep expecting a push to start, and I know Porsche has it on, but theirs feels like it's different. I don't know, something about
I don't mind this at all.
I hate this head-up display thing.
I also hate that.
Didn't we used to have a gauge cluster that was attached to the steering wheel?
Yes.
And this is like, okay,
And I think it only had a tack, which was perfect.
Just like the Prowler.
Just like many other cars.
Okay, this, like you can't see where your actual RPM are, you can just see the gauges. And it's what's cool though is when you change your experience modes, which changes this, which is very impressive.
Well,
it changes there.
Experience modes are like your drive modes.
They're both.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can see everything in like full color. Like this should be a full color display.
Yeah.
I don't like that part at all.
It's super cheap. I hated when other companies did that thing. I think it was like Hyundai's, Mazda's.
But those were for like just a head-up display and warning. This is like a full graphic display.
Yeah.
Like when it shows your timer on there, it's like I could watch a movie. I could watch the Avengers on here.
Yeah, probably.
Anyways, not a big fan of that. And then I guess if you're wearing polarized sunglasses, it probably won't work. Also, every time I get in, I have to turn the brightness back up because it doesn't save to my presets. Maybe I didn't make a mini account through telematics.
I believe that.
Which I also don't like to do, so I'm just also mad at that.
Yeah. Yo, but this gauge cluster is super high res. Yeah. And the graphics and everything, super nice.
I'm gonna try to shift a red line.
Oh, that suspension is so stiff.
See, I'm looking the complete wrong way because I'm just trying to use my gauge cluster.
Yeah, and we are literally in a mode called go-kart mode.
It rips.
It does.
Okay, and then we're gonna go over the proper cliche corner bump.
Yes. In go-kart mode.
I have my back tensor on right here.
Yes, you do.
To help save my back because I'm actually in so much pain from driving this for a week.
If you've done like deadlifts and squats, you literally have to like tense your core to be driving this car at all times. Like this is me tensing right now, so that my back doesn't hurt. Okay, pretty stiff.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought, but like, over normal like bumpy stuff, like my back is just killing, and I have a bad back.
Yeah.
If you have a bad back, it's not the car for you. You gotta be young man youth.
This is a deadlift car. Definitely do deadlifts.
Yeah, except I don't think somebody who wants all that, the firmness, wants this interior, but we'll talk about that.
I also agree with that.
And your reaction to the steering wheel. Do you like your steering wheel? Do you like your third spoke?
What the heck? No, I just saw that. It's a strap. Porsche lightweightness. Where's my door pull? No, I get plastic here. Okay.
Okay, where's your glove box?
I would assume it's here, which it is.
Okay, how about your armrest?
I have one
your
right
armrest
here.
Glove box.
Don't have one? Oh, no, there's definitely a split in this. Or is there?
Okay.
Hey, Mini.
Where would you move on to if you couldn't store stuff there?
Here, in my purse. Whatever this is.
It's like a built-in tissue box?
Yeah, something like that. All right, cool. What is this? Strap for your phone? Okay, cool.
Okay, put the car into drive. Put it into park. Turn off the car.
Parking brake.
Well, that's a little weird stuff, eh?
It's not that bad. It's quirky.
And remember, all Minis have that double visor?
I don't, but...
Yeah.
Do they have that disco mode thing? No, I don't see that either.
Fun, eh?
Yeah, it's fun. I wish you could like tighten that up or loosen it, like do something stupid with it.
My friend that gets this car, I'm gonna cut it with scissors.
Exactly. There you go. And that'll be a $2,000 repair because you got to replace the whole steering wheel.
You can just do nothing. two smoke.
And then we also have a leather strap over here. Did you notice that one?
Yeah, it's for the leather daddies. And then the last thing, no armrest compartment here.
Yeah.
But we got this cool tissue box looking thing, which is weird. You know,
It looks like a speaker.
I don't even think I can remove it. Like, I kind of just want to like use this whole storage the way I want.
It looks like it's removable.
But I don't know how.
Yeah.
Maybe. Anyways, lots of fun. Actually, there's probably a screw. Yeah, there's screws right there.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're supposed to be opening that normally.
Yeah, so like lots of cool, fun features in here.
That's what Mini does.
Very artistic. And then if you want to go full artistic mode, this center screen.
Okay.
When you hook up your CarPlay wirelessly, I have found that I need to actually click the connect button almost every time that I get in, which is annoying. I think it's broken or something.
Okay.
It shows the background of CarPlay extending through the circle screen, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Then we've got experiences up and down. Click them.
We are now in timeless.
Timeless, or old-timey car.
Yeah. Oh, they make sounds too.
There's a sound between the modes.
Actually, my favorite one, let me just go back to go-kart mode. Let's listen. Woohoo!
Like some Mario Kart stuff.
It is. It's entertaining.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest part about this, that you could probably get in a non-JCW because we haven't driven a non-JCW.
I would assume as well, yeah.
And
a lot of modes.
explore them. What do you think? And then you can go through left and right.
the resolution is like fantastic.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. I like this part of it. I'm sure if you own it, you'd get used to it, but it is overwhelming.
It's hard to use. Like, if you want to use your apps and stuff, you got to click this little app button, and then there's like a ton of stuff to scroll through. Like,
it's fluid though.
it's
And then we also have our climate in here, which is on the corners.
it's art car.
Yeah, it
The
is.
interior is an art project,
It is.
and then it's matched with JCW, who is contractually obligated to make these cars fast.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, nobody who wants all this weird inside head-up display stuff wants the JC power attached to it.
JCW,
JCW power attached to it and suspension.
JD Power.
The crossover audiences I don't think match. But
I agree.
The good thing is, old JCWs exist. That old JCW we reviewed, I think, was perfect with
Yep.
that little button to open the valves.
And the real like crackles and pops. That thing was so entertaining.
You can find those on tsp.truecar.com. Find these newer ones on tsp.truecar.com.
And I'm not saying this one isn't entertaining, but there's a lot of weird stuff.
I wonder if the pumped-in pops sound better in the convertible version,
Oh boy.
or worse, or do they have to make them real?
That's the
I
only
guess
way.
that's what you can hear from the outside.
Yeah, that's the only way to get outside people, or like roll the windows down on this or something.
All right, your turn to try to have some fun. I'm gonna put you in
I gotta put myself in whatever mode I want.
green mode.
There's no rules for me, Yuri.
You look like a green
I'm a
mode
rebel.
kind of guy.
I'm a rebel.
You got seat presets on the side. Isn't that nice?
It is nice. It's a BMW-like feature. We also have the window switches and a lot of things from BMW. This is all on the steering wheel from new BMWs.
Can you believe 2 sunroofs?
I actually
mean,
can't.
it's a massive car. It needs 2 sunroofs.
I can't
my,
believe
my
that.
kid was stoked on it, and it's like the cool shady ones where it's not like a full.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like my Fiat. Kind of looks like my Fiat that I don't know if exists
You don't
anymore.
even have a Fiat. You're not allowed to talk
It
about
might
that
not.
as if you own
It
that.
literally might not exist. It
You're
might be
not
chopped
allowed
up.
to talk about that car as if it's yours anymore.
Do you want to be in manual or sport shifting for this launch?
I want
Try to hit red line,
I
bro.
just want to try launch control.
Yeah.
So go-kart mode, none of this green crap.
One traction off.
Launch control active. Doesn't build much RPMs. Oh, that was better. Way better.
Yeah, with the tires warm.
Dude. Yeah. No. None of that.
That's nice. This is way
Yeah.
nicer than like doing it in a manual front wheel drive car, like every Type R or Integra.
Elantra ends would always
Yeah.
like
What
drive
you
shafts
got?
out the door. Yeah, like everything. Oh God. I was looking around everywhere when you're asking me all these questions about which S and D I want to be in. I'm looking over here where my gauge cluster is. I'm like, I don't even know what I want to be in. Like I don't see anything changing. I gotta look way over here to see if I'm in S or D.
Yeah.
Confusing.
You're driving an art project.
Yes, I hate this head-up display. I absolutely just want to turn it off. But then I can't see my speed unless I look over here, which is fine because it's like old Mini, but then I can't see my tack unless I look over here. So it's so many weird little things. And then I really noticed how light the steering is, where they're trying to like mask the weight of the car, and it feels very inauthentic. I don't like that at all.
But I like the
Suspension
steering.
is super firm. Now I'm gonna downshift into cliche corner, and yeah, this thing still rips. I hate the steering. Absolutely can't stand the steering.
You don't like the steering?
No, it doesn't feel like a sports car or anything like that. Like it's just like it's weirdly over boosted off center. It's so strange. I actually hate the steering. What is this?
I don't know. Felt
What
good.
is this?
Feels good in my hands.
No, this is terrible. Okay, let's see how stiff the suspension is over this.
Oh, it's so much worse on the passenger side.
No, on the driver's side because I went a little bit faster than you. Yeah, no, this is, I don't love a lot about this, but it is still fun to drive. You just have to like almost take yourself out of like the experience of everything else and just like think about driving other than the steering. It's kind of okay, actually.
So they got rid of the manual,
Yeah.
and probably because you can't shift without a tack. Like this isn't a Volkswagen Beetle anymore.
Yeah, so you'd have to do that without a tack like the olden days, but yeah.
Yeah, you have to be looking here. Try like using that while taking a left turn.
And trying to like shift. Okay, so I'm gonna use my paddles with this transmission. Let's see if I can nail it. Got that one. Oh, it's gonna take me a long time to get to that speed. All right, well I got it. But I'd have to go a lot faster to be able to keep going. Okay, so it does shift actually pretty quick. I don't mind this transmission. It seems fine, and like I haven't really had any problems on takeoff. Have you had any problems on
Yeah,
takeoff?
so let's get you to drive mode. Let's get you into a green experience, and let's come to a
stop.
full stop like
Okay.
you're at a light. Hopefully the start-stop turns on.
It's not turning on.
Okay, go forward a little bit more. Let's try to find a way to get it to turn on.
High consumption, witnessing a cheetah of some sort
And you
instead
have to
of a
push
bird.
down the pedal extra hard, like you
I
actually
will,
have to
I will.
stop.
Yeah, yeah. Slammed on the pedal, look. No can do, Yuri.
Because it knows we've been driving like dinkuses.
Maybe. Anyways, what was your experience?
Give it gas. It just takes a second sometimes.
That was fine. Totally
then
within
when
the
the start
acceptable.
stop-
That's way better than the Acura 80X.
When the start stop comes on, then it's like boom, boom.
I believe it. Yeah, start stop in new cars is pretty bad.
Okay, so are we in a firmer suspension in go-kart mode?
Okay, so this is very hard to explain because I'm trying to understand it and trying to feel it out. So we used to have adaptive dampers that you could like set. Now we don't have the same type of adaptive dampers. It's not electronically controlled, but they are mechanical adaptive dampers. But if you go to your custom settings, there's no damper settings. So I think I notice a difference between the experience modes where go-kart mode is the stiffest mode. Like that bounce right there is pretty stiff. So now if I were to dial it down to green, which I would assume was probably the lightest mode, the car completely chills out. This section of road is really smooth, but even that
wouldn't
little
say
bump.
completely, but a lot more livable.
Yeah.
With a bad back.
Yeah. It's definitely more livable, but is it livable for
No.
like a daily driver car?
And if you have any sort of back pain, I would say no.
I agree.
I wouldn't. No.
Yeah.
If you're in your 20s, sure.
The thing is, this is definitely built for younger people, but like,
Who can afford
exactly.
BMW Minis if you're in your 20s, right?
Yeah, that's the whole conundrum with this car is like, but then there's also like timeless, like things like the older crowd would probably want in here. They're like, oh, this takes me back to my first Mini, but then you have this crazy JCW suspension.
Yeah. But then I like that's why I'm like I don't know who's buying the
Yeah.
JCW trim.
I'm gonna go through like a really rough road and see what it does here.
God.
But we're in the softest, like that's okay. I'm gonna call this
Even
okay
is
right
like-
now.
This is
It
like
is stiff.
this should be the sport mode.
Yeah. So now we went through some bumps. Go back into go-kart mode. Let's see if it changes. Activate go-kart. That section felt
That
okay.
like when it just drops a little bit, I really feel it.
Like this section should be pretty rough right here. Yeah, it's tricky to feel this out.
I'm confused by it, and I don't like that part.
I don't either. Like this is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Suspension, definitely too firm. Let's just put it that way. For our old man stuff that's going on right now.
Yeah.
I don't particularly love it. But this extra torque is sick.
It feels good.
Yeah. The way the transmission shifts, like using the paddles, I'm just guessing the RPM.
Yeah, but remember the old one, we got that like tall shifter. You can do
Yeah.
that, like Ken Block style, RIP. And
Bro,
like,
the
paddles are
button
sick,
thing
that
to
button
do the
thing.
valve exhaust,
I know,
ridiculous.
man. There was a sweet spot.
Yeah.
And we're past it.
Yeah.
But whatever. Okay.
Seats are actually pretty comfortable.
Yeah, they're all right.
What about the outside? We haven't even talked about the outside. at
Okay,
all.
so the outside, it is the new Mini Cooper.
Yep.
The front has the biggest friggin' grill I've ever seen. I feel like they took away from styling and they're just like, I don't know, make it just a big empty void. So I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, it's just a huge opening, which I'm assuming they need for cooling.
We have the little opening on the one side for like a cooler, which is nice. The headlights are
circles.
they're circles, but they're only circles when you're on your turn signal. Otherwise, the daytime running lights are lines and a dot.
Running lights?
Running lights. Look, man, I'm tired. My back hurts. Leave me alone. Pop the hood, and the hood comes all the way up.
Is there a dipstick? That's what I'm more...
There is not.
Wow.
And I also do not know how to check it in here yet.
It's definitely in here, though.
We will figure that out. And what is the TotalEnergies recommended oil for the new Mini Cooper?
That would be the Quartz Ineo Extra Dynamics 0W20.
Always follow your manufacturer's recommended guidelines. And this is Mini Cooper or is this Cooper? Cooper JCW?
Dude,
The back says Cooper.
I don't know, man.
not a
It's a
Mini
Mini,
anymore.
but it's not. I don't know. I guess
Is
it's
this
a
the
Cooper.
Mini brand and then it's a Cooper? It's not a Mini Cooper?
It's something like that.
Because then I guess there's the Mini Countryman. A Countryman wouldn't be a Cooper.
Dude, there's like 42 different non-minis or minis these days. I'm pretty sure there's a thing called an Aceman or something I saw.
I think there's an electric JCW in Europe.
I think that's the Aceman. I think.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay, other weird stuff. We got cool ambient light. Oh! We have cool ambient lighting at night, which like illuminates little dots and patterns like in this gate. Oh wait, no, we're still on the outside.
Yeah.
From the side, looks perfect Mini Cooper to me.
Yeah, it
Perfect
does.
Mini Cooper.
The proportions are pretty good. Oh my god, the steering. Everything's pretty good on the side
The
angle.
wheels look sick too. And
Yeah.
you can get rally rims.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
these are not. But I don't care as long as I get the Sport Contact 7s.
Here's what they screwed up though. The brakes. They're a smaller. They don't look as cool as the previous ones because I think the previous ones had like 4 pistons possibly. These ones are just like a single piston. They don't look very fancy anymore.
Red JCWs though.
Yeah. But
Hey.
yeah.
And then the back, we got sick diffuser, single pipe exhaust because I think Mini Cooper race cars have a single pipe exhaust, so that's dope. And that little side exhaust, which is hilarious. That's a first.
Yeah. it's a dump pipe, but like from the inside, I don't notice any difference.
No, maybe from the outside you can. I don't know. When you're
Just
thinking
these fake crackles and pops.
taillights, angular triangles, kind of weird, kind of conflicted.
I don't love them.
But, like,
the back end is strange to me,
it's a
especially
good-
with the single exhaust.
It's a good take. And then we have a wing on the JCW, and I think you can get like dealer or like accessory extra wing that goes on top, and little like dive planes at the front and cool stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't hate the overall looks at all.
And I think the stripes are sick too.
Stripes are
You
sick.
can even get them on green, make a Christmas tree, little Christmas present kind of car.
They let you do that?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's Mini.
I saw it on the internet.
I guess they still let you have some fun with this car.
Yeah, 'cause I saw the Auto Top guy. He apparently this will hit 250 kilometers an hour. The guy got topped out at 237 on the Autobahn.
Okay.
So that sucks.
Whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever here. Right?
I wouldn't want to take this that fast anyways.
That would be fun to do. You wouldn't if you were on the Autobahn.
I said I wouldn't want to.
But you would.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to.
All right, and then moving on to the inside, pretty standard stuff.
Standard? There's
besides-
nothing standard about this
No, I was
interior.
saying like we had a door handle.
Yeah, we got a door handle to
We got
open the
thing,
door, Yuri.
The door handle on the outside. You know, the passenger door handle, even with the key and the car was on, like I couldn't get in a lot, so that was weird. Maybe it's a setting. The
Yeah,
key
bro.
is cool, different.
I'm sure it is. We
I
also
could remote start it remotely. That was nice.
look, window switches, Yuri. Normal.
We got a camera here to look at us,
Yeah, that's strange.
and it's hot, so that means it's actually like touch it.
Yeah, that's
That means it's running and recording.
You know, on airplanes, when you don't know if you're supposed to push the button or press the light.
Yeah,
I burnt my
burn your
finger one
fingers?
time. Yeah, yeah.
So, anyways, there's a camera in here. I guess that's for selfie modes from the app or to monitor around, which is cool.
We got a wireless charger down there.
Yeah, I've had the hardest time getting my phone to actually charge. I forgot to bring my cable, my USB-C, and I was living on like 1%, just barely making a contact.
Yeah.
Thing. And then back seats, you could fit there. It's a tight fit. Maybe not behind Jacob, but then
I can't fit there.
my child. I say you as in general.
Oh, okay.
My child's seat does fit behind this seat, but I do have this fully forward when she's back there.
Yeah, so basically don't have a child seat back there if you want to
You
have
can
a
have a child.
passenger.
You can have a child. Look,
If you
You
and your
just
wife
alternate.
wanted to take
You
your
alternate.
if you and your wife wanted to take your daughter.
this is not your family car. This is your second car.
Yes.
So it's like I'm picking up my kid after filming with you.
Yep.
And then thinking, if I want to take my wife in this,
You leave both your
leave the
kids at home.
the in-laws.
Yeah, just leave them at home.
That's
by
what in-laws
themselves.
are for.
We got cup holders. They do fit.
They're fine, no complaints.
Visors.
Nah. 3, 2, 1. Nah.
Fail.
They come with
Look at the
nothing,
amount
nothing.
of.
I was just getting
Oh,
blinded.
boy, yeah.
Just blinded by the sun.
Terrible
It was bad. All right, now go right. We need to experience some more of these
experiences.
experience modes. Core. I don't know what core is. I think normal.
Dude, I couldn't understand what any
And
of
every
these
time you
modes
click
are.
on the speedo, you get like a different thing, but it's very confusing. I really don't know what's going on.
No,
Vivid's pretty cool. I thought Vivid was sport mode for the first while because it was red.
it makes sense.
Uh-oh.
I'll go straight to your CarPlay. Maybe that's what Vivid is. It's like you're gonna want music in Vivid.
Okay, put on your adaptive cruise lane centering. There. Now it's here, which is great because I love looking to the right when I want to be paying attention. to
Or you look at this whatever
screen. Yeah. So you do have pretty decent older style adaptive cruise lane centering. And then
What if
else?
I just hold the boost paddle while you're? Oh yeah, 10 seconds of party mode.
Oh, and you see they're all different little designs. I
I think
like
it
that.
got me out of that when you press that button.
Yeah.
Don't push any buttons while I'm driving. Upshift or something. There we go, boost mode. Heck yeah. Yeah, no, because you change stuff and
And then there's this little
cancel
heart
it out.
mode, which doesn't show anything. It's really confusing. And then
Yeah.
I think on holidays, in Canada, apparently it's only on Canada Day and Christmas, you get a whole thing that plays in here.
Oh, that's fun.
And I asked the BMW rep.
Oh, 360 camera's pretty good.
Okay, stop.
Oh boy, what's this?
It looks like kind of crappy. Look how
The resolution of the car?
it just looks very
Yeah.
budget graphics. GTA 4, GTA 3.
on the car itself.
Yeah.
But the cameras
are great.
Great.
So I did ask the BMW rep, I'm like, can you enable these like holiday things just for today while we're doing the review? He's like, you need to get approvals and stuff. So they push through like a winter special mode and there's like a little dance.
Yeah, a lot
and
of
stuff.
cars do that these
Kids
days.
love that, yeah.
I remember like Mercedes, we'd have some like one of those new 0-layer things have like some snowflakes falling or something, or a Santa hat.
And then we do have a Sirius XM on here, which I did navigate to slightly confusingly and managed to get to some stuff. I tried to say, hey Mini, but it wouldn't do it. Like I got no voice control to work even by clicking this.
Dude, I keep looking at this fabric expecting a gauge cluster here.
Yeah, that'll happen. And then the sound system I found to be pretty all right. Harman Kardon.
Harman Kardon, thirsty.
I'm still addicted to my Initial D soundtrack music, so every time I get in this car and put that on, the on-ramps, people are toast, bro. I'm trying to pass on the outside, but I'm like, no, I know I shouldn't on the Toge.
Yeah,
it's
no,
blind.
this thing rips.
Is it Toge or Tuge?
I think
Tugi?
it's Toge.
Hakode. Let's get to the price.
$52,990.
Honestly, thought it would be more.
Yeah, so this is the price of a used C6 Z06, and for me.
Yeah, I know, 100%. I can't, the suspension doesn't match, the suspension firmness doesn't match the interior gimmickiness.
It's not built around being a JCW anymore.
No, it's just like, I think they're contractually obligated to, it's like if AMG had to like AMG an electric car, they're like, I guess we'll do it.
Like they almost made this thing into an EV first, and then were forced into making it a fun gas car later.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
I am not enjoying my week in it, mostly
Yeah.
because of my back, but I think it does look cool, and I think this was fun to see. It was fun to experience it.
Yep.
Because we haven't had a car with a fun circle screen and all this cool stuff yet.
I'm glad they had some fun. I just don't personally enjoy it.
Let us know if you like the interior on your non-JCW Mini Cooper. Did you get the Mini, the S, the electric? Is it fun in that way?
Let us know.
Does it have soft suspension?